Do you think the polka dance carry
No.
more weight than that?
I feel like okay, line dancing,
right.
it's kind of like on the levels of like, let's say, like
That's their electric slide.
No, it's like Jamaican dance hall shit. So like, you know, like sing on the plane, sing on the plane. It's like everybody is like, this is our jam. We're gonna dance the same way.
Right.
The black folks, or like, let's say the soul people and stuff, whatever, or the older folks are now line dancing.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like the country people kind of doing it, but like Jamaica's been doing it since the age like 88.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like before you guys are rooting and tooting and cowboy shooting, motherfuckers out here like the whole party's doing a butterfly, the whole party's doing a bogle. Right?
Yeah.
So I look at it as like that.
Right.
But it's kind of like a culture. Like not all black people are doing the bogle.
Right.
Whatever, right? But black people are doing electric slide. Go to a Jamaican wedding, electric slide go on. You can't sing it. It's electric.
Right.
Go to an American black wedding. You can't see it.
Right.
Nigerian, you can't see it. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, but the polka got that effect in the white community? They'll go around like that?
What? Nah, come on. They come on. You know it too, man.
The Podical sound.
Podcast, you can't win. Talking a good game, you can't win. Topics never lame, you can't win. Win.
Not your average Joseph. Marvelous.
It's ridiculously funny.
Hi, I'm Marvelous.
And I'm not your average Joseph.
And we are the Podical Sons. Let's start the show. Like, comment, subscribe to all of the above. PodicalSons.com. All streaming platforms possible. Podical Sons Podcast. You can check this out on YouTube and parts of Spotify as well. And let's start the show. How you feeling today?
I'm feeling good, my brother. I'm feeling good. How you feeling?
Marvelous. Simply marvelous. Ready for the Taylor Bowl.
Taylor Bowl. We call it Taylor Bowl, or we call it Usher Bowl.
Who? Taylor Bowl. It's the Taylor Bowl. Usher should serenade Taylor Swift the same way he would Mr. Steal Your Girl from you at a show, at one of his personal shows. This is Usher's halftime show, is it not? You have the word show and you have the word Usher in that sentence, do you not?
Are you saying Taylor Swift should serenade?
No, Usher should serenade Taylor Swift in front of Travis Kelce to give the San Francisco 49ers a chance at winning the Super Bowl.
I just want to make sure because we calling it the Swift Bowl.
I didn't call it the Swift Bowl. I said the Taylor Bowl.
The Taylor Bowl. I'm shouting for Usher. Usher Bowl. Usher going to serenade that ass.
They gonna look at Usher this many times, and that's during the halftime show. They're gonna look at Taylor Swift every time the Kansas City Chiefs touch the football.
You think they're gonna crowd surf?
Crowd surf?
You think
swag surf?
Swag surf?
I was gonna say crowd surf. Like, since when they do this shit at the Super Bowl?
You think they're gonna swag surf with Taylor?
Might be. Shit. This is Taylor Swift's world. Y'all just living in it. Keep playing with it. The woman Kanye West created. Yo, you know, Kanye. Yo, that's why you gotta appreciate Kanye in his random moments.
He brought us many moments in life.
But Kanye gave us a piece like Taylor Swift.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Taylor Swift would still be as big as she is if Kanye never cut her off doing that Beyonce acceptance speech?
I don't know if she'd be as well known as she is today if that didn't happen. I didn't know who she was before that whole incident. I had no clue who she was.
But you know who she is to this day.
I knew who she was from that moment.
And that's what I'm saying. Your earliest recollection of Taylor Swift it was from that.
From
right?
that moment, I knew who she was.
Kanye created that. It's just like Ray J created the Kardashians. If Ray J and Kim never made that sex tape, we would never have the kicking it with the Kardashians to this day. Changed my mind.
No.
You gotta look.
We're out here just making them. We're just making them.
Oh, you just gotta appreciate the inventors.
Listen,
out here.
Kanye made what's the name? Amber Rose.
Yeah, of course. Of course, and I think and to this day, I swear on a stack of Bibles,
right?
Amber Rose was the best. I want to say the best girlfriend, not know who you are, or like who you know too much
When she
about,
was with
whatever.
Wiz?
No, when
No?
she was with Kanye.
When she was with Kanye?
What did you know about Amber Rose when she was with Kanye?
But I'm saying I didn't even know who she was when she was with Wiz. I
Exactly.
didn't even
Because,
less
but
of
that's
her
what I'm
when she
saying.
was
She
with Wiz.
played her fucking position. Now look at the rappers and stuff of today. Let's keep it a buck now,
Right.
right? Let's say who's coming to mind? Moneybagg Yo,
Okay.
right? His woman is an influencer and stuff, whatever, and you know her from everything
Right.
that she done, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Then you have I want to say, well, Young Thug's girl is Mariah the Scientist, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Was that his first girl? I'm not too sure.
His first girl was a dress.
Wow. Why else y'all come from that side? Yo, that trial is long as shit.
Bro?
It's longer than the OJ trial.
Bro.
That was last year, right?
And you think like,
Or was it the ending of 2022?
was it the ending of 2022? Wait a sec.
It had to be. It had to be sometime and stuff in like the September, October of 2022.
I'm trying to remember when they started rounding up all of them. How long has Thing been out now?
Who? Gunna?
Gunna. Yeah,
Gunna came out before summer. He was out before last summer. Because Fuck You Mean was the track.
Right, yeah.
First of the year, right? And I think Fuck You Mean was the track he kind of just launched out of, whatever. Or you say I'm a rat, or you say I'm this. Fuck You Mean. See, that's what I'm saying. This thing is longer than the OJ trial. But back to what I was saying and stuff, I just feel like a lot of if the guy is like the main, let's say, person in the relationship, so we'll say like the celebrity, right? The limelight person and stuff, right?
Yeah.
The woman is kind of like, I just feel like it should be kind of like a low-key vibe. It's just me. Just my take on it and stuff, because I look at it and stuff as where you're only here because of said person.
Right.
Right? Now you can play a position, stack your coin, get this bread, get your face across and all that type of stuff. And then if you and that person don't work out, whatever,
keep it moving.
You your own person now.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what Amber Rose did.
Right.
I feel like the rest of them and stuff like, okay, Lil Baby, he has a woman too, right? And he has this, like, he has kids with the same woman.
Okay.
Right? I don't know if she might be the woman without him. She might use the kids as the attachment and stuff like that and everything. Look, I was thinking about, I'm not even like, I'm just looking at celebrities and stuff like in general.
Right.
Was it LeBron's boy, Rich Paul?
Okay, yeah.
Rich Paul. Who he has kids with is not Adele.
Right.
He was the one that made the money. I'm bringing you to these places. Right?
Right.
Now we're not together. Who are you without me?
Well, I think she's just a regular baby mom without him.
But that's what I'm saying. This is the time that you use to kind of etch out your way to do what you need to do.
Okay.
If the limelight is for you.
How are you on? Because I know we spoke about with the whole Mackenzie getting her due share for help building some of the Bezos empire. How do you feel because Tory Hart similar helped build the Hart name, right? And now she's trying to make her way back into the whole showbiz thing. She had her own to start with, right? She put on pause to be with Kevin, help Kevin do his thing, and eventually it didn't turn out the way it turns out. Now she's trying to get herself back on the play button, trying to unpause and get back on the play button.
Okay.
You feel like she should do that with her own name, or you think it's okay for her to say, you know what, since I've pretty much built the name myself, right? I can use it to my advantage. Use it to my advantage.
So you're comparing with her and Mackenzie? Is that what you're?
No, because I'm saying because we know Mackenzie didn't choose to use the
she went back to Scott.
Right, she went back to Scott. Right. So we know that she didn't choose to use the name, but she probably could have. I think
it's more choice because I look at it and stuff as where I don't know. Let's say, for example, and stuff, some women don't like their original last name to begin with.
Right.
So now if it came to that now, and then when they want to get married, and let's say that marriage doesn't work out, they might not want to go back to the name that they never really liked.
Right.
Right? And they agreed to the name that, let's say if the woman's last name was Aloysius or some shit like that, right?
Right.
And then she marries like somebody whose last name and stuff is, I don't know, Schneider.
Right.
Right? Her and Schneider divorced now. Does she want to go back to Aloysius? That's her choice.
Because was it okay? Trump's first wife, is it Ivana? Was that her name? Ivana. Because when I think back to her, right, I think how prior to Trump, she wasn't really anybody of note, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then when they got their divorce, her keeping her that last name kind of helped her out, like
build. But
that's
what I'm saying, like build, like and that's the main thing. Like we knew nothing of Amber Rose,
right?
Amber Rose is in the process of building and shit like that. My thing and stuff, whatever. I feel like if there's two celebrities in a relationship, I just feel like it's not gonna work. Now, if when it does work or when it does prove me wrong, that's an evolved couple. Because you have to like really like tune out like the background noise, and the background noise, especially for celebrities, is constant. Like they even like, I kind of appreciate that when it comes to like
pretty much that background noise is gonna drown out a lot of the Super Bowl coming up.
What do you mean?
I mean, with the whole Taylor Swift being,
it's a Taylor Bowl.
Even that's already a thing already.
It's a Taylor Bowl.
That's what I'm saying. Even that's already a thing.
It's a Taylor Bowl. I told you last week and stuff. The Chiefs playing the Ravens was more important than whoever plays the Super Bowl. I did not lie to you when I said that, and that was a small scoring game.
Right.
Everybody was more focused on the upset of going on in that game and everything. Lamar threw and caught his own pass. I showed it to you, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking like that was a more important game to me, as a football fan, than the winner of that game and stuff, whatever, to go play whoever and stuff. I feel like the Ravens could have beat the 49ers or the Lions, and I feel like the Chiefs could do the same. That's just my opinion.
Okay.
Right? So I look at it stuff as where I'm not really concerned and stuff about that now. But now we're looking. They said, I don't know, they make these numbers up. I feel like they make them, I don't get TV ratings, but they make these numbers up. I just always felt like that for years. But they're like, oh, the female population increased 2 million since Taylor Swift's been dating Travis Kelce. So I was like, how the fuck y'all know that? Whatever, right? Like let's say no, but I live with my woman.
I was gonna
no. But I look at it stuff like I look at my woman and stuff, whatever. Right? Say if I was to live with a woman, I'm to live with a woman now, whatever. I paid the cable bill,
right,
and it says Marvin blank on the cable bill. Aren't I the male population now? So anybody that watches TV under that house is under the male population. How the fuck they get this 2 million shit? It's fake.
It's a lot of single women at home now watching football to see if they can catch Swiftie.
They can catch Swiftie?
Because I was going to ask you. I'm glad you brought that point up, because I was going to ask you, okay, because for the average football fan, right, this game that's happening, this Super Bowl is already decided.
In my mind? Or the average football?
The average football game. It's already decided, right?
Yeah. Like I said, Usher can change the dynamic of this shit. If Usher is to serenade Taylor Swift, right, while Travis Kelce is in the back, you know what I'm saying, at the halftime show, he sings "There Goes My Baby," looks at her, the lights go low on Taylor Swift.
He might be pissed off.
It would throw the dynamic off. And then the 49ers have a better chance going into the third quarter.
Okay, so what we're saying is we need Usher.
You need Usher. Usher's the game changer.
All right,
to make it a fair competition game, we need Usher. People like the 49ers and people on the West Coast are going to hate me when I say this.
Coach and owner, I won't say of which team. You know what to do. You know what call to make.
There goes my Taylor.
That
ooh girl,
and it needs to be the last song too, right? Right before the next
high energy performance all the way
through.
Quiet down, dim the fucking lights. Every little thing you do, Cool girl.
Dim all the lights except the light on Taylor.
But she gonna be in the box, right?
She's gonna be in the box.
She gonna be in the box. She's gonna highlight and
no, but that's what I'm saying. You drop all the lights when the lights come out. Usher in the box.
yeah, you want too much David Blaine shit. I mean, I'm for it. Keep it a box. I'm for
Usher in
it.
the box. Usher gotta give it a lap dance in the box.
He gotta leave the field to go way up there. Boss.
Yo, you know they do some spectacular shit.
Boss, that's a lot. That's a lot. That right there.
Airlift Usher. Drop him in the box.
If I was Usher's woman, I'd probably leave him after that too. Be like, really, nigga? You left the field to go do all of that? Is this really a job to you? Is this something more? Yeah, that's.
But you know what? Keep it a buck though. I can see them recreating that section, that little section where he can serenade somebody. Somebody might get lucky and get a serenade at that Super Bowl.
For sure.
Somebody might get lucky.
For sure. I'm not mad at that, man. But yeah, that's a big game changer, man. Yo, you think black people would be mad if Usher was to share the stage with Taylor Swift? They never mentioned.
No, they never mentioned it.
Like if there's
and
other people.
Keep it a buck. I thought that. Do they have any songs? They don't have any songs together. I don't think. No. So
no, but they can still mix it and stuff for there. Because I look at it stuff as where, I think the time when was it Coldplay when they brought out Beyonce and they brought out I think was it Bruno Mars or Bruno Mars has his own year. I can't remember, but I remember Beyonce and Coldplay shared the stage. Right. They have one track together, but I think Beyonce did her own thing. She did Formation, the time when they wanted her out. Right. And then they were saying it was the time when Ravens and 49ers went at it. Yeah. Because that's when Kaepernick and them, like, I think the power went out. And they're like, oh, Beyonce took all, like, her pyrotechnics and everything like that, blew out the power and stuff in the third quarter. So I'm looking at stuff as like, they can share the stage. That's a small thing to a DJ. A good DJ and stuff, but know how to mix. To a DJ. I don't know if Usher want to share the stage with her though. You don't think so? I don't. Really? This is a Super Bowl. Is Usher evil? You think Usher is evil like that? No, I don't think he's evil like that. I think he just wants. I think it's a best of both worlds type of thing. It is. Yeah, I could see it, but if I'm Usher, I'd be like, fuck that shit. Really? Yeah, this is my Super Bowl time. Wow. My Super Bowl performance. If I had a song with her, hell yeah. J-Lo and Thing didn't have a song. And Shakira. That's okay. Yo, you're coach. Yo. If she might get serenaded. That's good enough. This would repair race relations like I wouldn't even know what. This would be the opportunity to end a lot of racial tension. Make them call it the Usher Bowl first and we'll think about it. Make them call it the Usher Bowl. Usher's only there less than Taylor. Yes. That's what I'm saying. You're going to see Taylor Swift from before coin toss. Right. You're going to see Taylor Swift going in there. You're going to see Taylor Swift in the camera. Oh. And you're going to see Usher and stuff like Pepsi halftime show. Okay. Presented by Pepsi. Okay. Usher. Okay. Who do you think is going to have more women tuning into the Super Bowl? Taylor with the Swifties or Usher with the women? I get the Swifties. I get the Swifties. The Swifties. The Swifties. They're strong. They're a strong nation. The Swifties, because I think, and this is why I don't underestimate the Swifties, because Swifties are younger. Right. Swifties are younger, and Usher fans and stuff, a good portion of them are older now. Right. The older people wouldn't even waste time to go look back at a Taylor Swift song. Yeah. The younger folks, because they're all digital. Right. Who the fuck is this Usher? Why isn't Taylor Swift performing? They see, oh, he's this guy to say, yeah. And oh my God. Yes. It's the Swifties. It's the Swifties. I got you. See, everybody keeps thinking it's I'm not shitting on black people when I'm not. I've just been telling y'all. Taylor Swift is that icon. Tom's wife was white. Who? Tom Boondocks. Oh, yeah. His wife was white. Usher got the white women too. I'm not saying Usher don't got the white women. The extra. Usher's women is white. What are you saying? Yeah, right. You got the white women. That's what I'm saying. Like, what are you implementing? I told you last week. I'm for interracial relationships, baby. Listen, white women, whether you're Swifties or not, it's going to be a good time to watch football. I thought you were going to say swallowers or not. I was about to say, we're right back to last week, previously on the Podical Sons. All right. It's a good time to watch football, ladies. If you ever want to,
cuddle next to your man because you might be wrapped up and busy this weekend. This is a good time to learn the game.
But this is the only
Usher.
game. This is the
Usher,
and that's what I'm saying. This is the only game because let's say Kansas City, they know Taylor Swift and they know Taylor Swift is mad, right? I even seen the T-shirt and stuff online somewhere. Somebody's like, I'm going for the team that Taylor Swift's boyfriend is on, right? So check this. It's the Kansas City Chief, like the arrow,
right?
Like the arrowhead.
Yeah.
And it says Taylor Swift's autograph inside of it, whatever, right? So there's no Kansas City logo. It's like that. The outer part is the logo. And I was like, I bet you a lot of them just feel like it's the Kansas City Taylor Swift's. And I don't doubt that. And I look at the stuff as like, if my boyfriend is watching football, or the Kansas City Taylor Swift's playing, no, I'm not watching it. But if Taylor's there, oh, babe, and they sit on the couch with him. Oh, look, there she is. Look, he scored a touchdown. He did heart with his hand.
And all you still searching for that Taylor Swift photo online, you bet y'all need to stop it or hide your IDs. Because they're moving a lot of shit. Don't get your hands caught in the cookie jar.
You can't fuck with the Swifties. I realized that and stuff, whatever. Like I thought from my perspective, it was always like the Beehive, like, you know? Because I looked at it where I never, like, for me, there was a moment where a young lady said to me, I was talking something about you guys make it seem like Beyonce's a god.
Right.
Right? A woman I wasn't talking to, she jumped up and stuff into the conversation. She said, Beyonce is my God. And I said, the cojones it took, or the ovaries it took to say that out loud.
Right.
When there's no church of Beyonce, or is there? I don't know.
We may not know.
I thought that was something.
We may not know, Marv.
I thought that was something wild, and I got scared and like how deep these people are. And then when I hear that, like, yo, they come for you heavy.
Yeah.
But then when I realized the stuff that there's a bigger icon out here where her masses engulfs some of Beyonce's masses and everything. Because you had the people who went to both concerts. And those both concerts and stuff of 2023 brought back the U.S. economy. That's madness.
Someone should make
madness.
Someone should like invent like one of those like a handheld game where you just have like the war of icons, and then like you have like all these people like in like their legions of fans.
Oh, but the rights. It's hard to get the rights for that.
Hard to get the rights.
The biggest icon in the world is Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson is the biggest icon. That will always be the biggest icon. Michael Jackson, and I'll say this, people not going to like it, was bigger than Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ was not liked in every nation, not liked by every religion. But Michael Jackson damn sure probably did a concert in those places where they don't even like Jesus.
This is true. I can't
change my mind.
I can't argue with that. I can't argue with that.
That
would be a dope game though. If you imagine like this.
I go for Michael Jackson.
You go for Michael
Jackson. I go for Michael Jackson.
I go for Mike. Legion Michael Jackson.
Legion Michael Jackson.
Like your home base is like the never.
Everybody got one glove on and stuff for them when they march. And they march like, and are you okay? Are you okay?
They moonwalk. Okay? They moonwalk to battle.
No, that's how they retreat on the battlefield. They do that little lean forward.
Yeah.
And are you okay? I go for Mike. Mike was that icon. And then I was looking at stuff, I was like, I keep saying to myself, there's no icon that'll catch up to Mike. Because I look at it stuff, it's like, we just talked about it, I think a few weeks ago. Who's bigger, Mike or Beyonce?
Right.
And people are doing, they're hiring a fake Michael Jackson to come to a party or an establishment. We know the real one is dead. And somebody used to say they're the Beyonce at the party. Everyone's like, who the fuck this chick thinks she is? Michael Jackson is that big. That big. That's why I feel like
Michael's had a lot of impersonators for a long time. Who do you think has more impersonators, him or Elvis? Because Elvis got a lot of impersonators too.
Elvis does have a good portion. I think the only reason why I would still put Mike over it is because, I mean, Mike is a a cheat code to the cosplay mode. Like if you're a Caucasian, you can dress up like White Mike.
Yeah.
If you're dark skinned, you can dress up as Black Mike.
This is true.
Like if you're Indian, you can still throw the hat on. I mean, like Black Mike. Like
Mike through his various stages represented a lot of
Mike was
Represented
United
a lot of-
Nations in one person, though.
represented a lot of cultures. Yeah, you're right. He is a universal costume.
That's what I said. Mike is that icon.
Yeah.
And then if you want loud unity, you sing a Mike song. You want quiet unity, you sing a Mike song. All I want to say is that they don't really care about us. Loud one.
That's
Quiet
loud.
one. Heal the world.
Yeah.
Make it a better place.
Yeah, but yeah, Mike did his thing.
Mike did his thing. Mike's still doing his damn thing from the grave.
He's-
That's what I said. That Oprah lady, she's questionable. You gotta. She made that Finding Neverland thing.
Right.
She's trying to tear him down to be bigger than Mike. She needs to slow her roll. I'm on to you. I was on to Diddy before all of them.
I'll be
I'm
following
lying.
them, right? You followed them.
I'm on to you, man. I'm on to you. Now they're gonna be like, oh, he coming for Oprah now. I'm just saying.
We're just saying. Just saying. You know what I mean? Like you have no proof, Oprah.
Can we say? You know what? Let's get to the polls. We've been working.
We've
We've been working. We didn't get to the polls
yet.
yet, man. All right. We're gonna go with these polls. Are you ready? So the first poll of the week says, "Do women have unrealistic expectations for dating?" And this had a lot of traction in
Did it?
different places. The percentage said 67% said yes, they do.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, they do. How do you feel about this matter?
Yes,
Like,
they do.
why? Why do you feel like women have unrealistic expectations for dating?
I think it's only going from the expectation.
Tread carefully.
Yeah.
Tread carefully.
Right.
I'm
Right.
just saying. I love you and I want you to be safe,
Yes,
my brother.
yes,
All
yeah.
right, you know? So tread carefully.
Yeah.
These are treacherous lands that I walk through, but I'm diligent with my wordplay.
Right.
Tread carefully.
Right.
As you were.
As I was going to say, I think there's always been an expectation of a man doing
Unrealistic things?
not unrealistic things.
But that was the question.
Yeah, but I'm I'm premising.
Okay.
I'm premising, right? I think just over time, I think just women seeing stuff on social media, their taste has outpaced the pockets of men.
Okay.
To put it politely, right? They're seeing a lot of stuff that they personally probably wouldn't buy for themselves if it wasn't for social media. So with that being said, like it's like their expectations is higher on a lot of things, and I don't think it's just that of where they would like to eat on a first date. But if you're on a feed and you only see high-end restaurants 24/7, you don't see nothing low. You want to eat at these places just like some of these other women that you see sitting down eating at these places. This is where you want to go for a first date. The unrealistic portion about it is that us men, the money is not the same as the social media world. We're not the same guy that's buying, the $400 sneakers or the $200 pair of jeans.
What if she's only dating the guys who buy the $400 sneakers?
Then he's gotta expect that what comes with that.
Because I look at stuff as now, like, and I was saying this to a friend yesterday about how like the generational thing has changed.
Right.
Where I look at it where back in my day, it would be, and I say it back in my day, I'm going to say, let's look at the 18 to 22-year-old range.
Right.
When I was 18 and 22 years old, you were okay to rock a Jordans. Right. And specific clothes and stuff you knew that would have been like, I guess, quote unquote, higher fashion or more pricier things. They want to like they weren't looked at as norms yet.
Right.
Like I look at it stuff as where you got put onto like, of course, the Versace's, the Gucci's, and stuff like that from like the big time, the
Yeah.
mid 90s to like the early
Yeah.
2000s.
Yeah.
And I look at it stuff at that time frame. I'm getting close to that 18 because I was 18, 2003.
Right.
So 2003 to 2007. In my time and stuff, you had selective type of things, Evisu, high fashion, maybe Diesel.
I was gonna say that.
like-
I was gonna say more of the designers that really kind of lived in that urban landscape with what they were designing. A lot of
What do you mean?
a lot of the high end, like houses, like the Chanel's, the Gucci's. They were making pieces, but it wasn't that much pieces that they were making in the urban landscape. Like a lot of them started with the sneakers early, right? But they would be like the plain white tennis sneaker that you would get with the logo on it, right?
Mhm.
It was really like the Vichy's and a lot of the Japanese fashion designers who were really in the urban market started pushing that space.
Right.
And
So
then these
that's where you
designers
had
had to follow
bathing
suit.
apes and stuff
Right, yeah.
like that and starting to come in and stuff, whatever, right? But we never had that many at that time because
No.
again, the bathing apes that were looking like Air Force Ones and everything, I already knew that lawsuit was coming, by the way,
Yeah.
before it even took
Yeah.
place. So Nigo, genius. I'm glad he sold it and got rid of it
Right.
before the Nike came for the asses and stuff. But I looked at it stuff as where in that time frame, I was blessed where we didn't have those heavy hitter things with it. I feel like in your time frame, you weren't so at 1822 because you had the Chanel, you had the Donna Karens, you had the other things and stuff, whatever, the Versace's.
Right.
These are bread.
Right.
Our shit, whatever, it was like, if you fuck with it, you fuck with it. If not, everything else is more urbanized type of thing.
Right. Yeah.
So we lived in a Rockefeller, Rockaware, Sean John, which was reasonable price type of era and stuff, whatever, right? Mesquite, reasonable price, like nothing's really going out the market, whatever. Today's 18, 22-year-olds and stuff, whatever.
Right.
Montclair shit start off at what, 300-400,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
Not including the Balenciagas that look like socks.
Right.
Shout out to Cardi B, I like that line. and that's what I'm saying.
It
Like
is, yeah.
their landscape and stuff is a lot different.
Right.
So when it comes to like the dating thing, if in their dating world, they're seeing Balenciagas and the regulars and everything like that, you a different kind of brokey if you're not rocking that.
Right.
So it's kind of like, no, I'm not fucking with you. But now you're seeing Amiri come up and all these other type of things, Supreme, Palms Angels. These things are pricey.
Right.
And they're looking like, yo, if you're not rocking that, you're broke.
But
So you can't take me to nowhere to eat. But a lot of dudes will spend the money just to have a hoodie, just to have one outfit.
Yeah.
I can't afford the damn dinner that match the clothing and the look.
well, the women need to do better investigating. You got to find out what's behind the clothing because it's exactly what you're saying, right? And I don't think that's something that's ever changed with the times, right? We would men will always want to dress sharp. We always want to be the latest thing, especially
we do
if
it
it
for
is
women.
especially if it's going to get the results that we do. But like what they say, fake it till you make it. We fake it and then make it underneath the sheets.
And you fake it till you make it under the sheets.
Fake it till you make it. We fake it until we make it underneath the sheets. And
Yo,
we might not have no need to be flossing anymore.
yo, I like that because I like the first when you said it too. The power line came up in the theme. I'm an undercover lie. I lie under the cover. So you been faking it the whole time to like, yo, look a bitch in the eye and tell her, baby, I love her. You're my inspiration. You're my motivation.
I'm telling you, and then you tell them to take you out to eat, and then you figure, you want to go to you figure you're going to the balling spot
Yo.
because this is how he dresses. No, baby.
Yo, I look at it stuff as where, like, and this is why I don't mind people and stuff when they look at it stuff like how they look at Drake as that guy.
Right.
Because Jay-Z was that guy for me. And Jay-Z used to say some shit like, what was the first piss off line that I took from Jay? I'm like, oh, I'm too broke to pay attention.
Right.
Was what's the difference between a 4.0 and a 4.6? Like 30, 40 grand, cocksucker beat it. It was like, yo, does this even got levels? And then Drake's like, one Drake line and stuff, I looked, I even wanted to spit at like my radio. When he said it, he's like, you know how it is hard to get a reservation in Carbone? I was like, the fuck is a Carbone? So I had to Google it. I was like, oh, it's a fancy ass tweet. I was like, yo. Because I was like, damn, yes, we know you have money.
Yeah.
And I get it. And most of the women, I feel like that if this is the lifestyle they would like to live,
right,
make peace with, you're not going to be the only one. Because I look at it as
you're a very select few, like a very select few.
Yeah, but no, but they make it like a good portion of them feel like there is a ton of Drakes out here. Like,
well, that's what I'm saying.
They're like, and I'm not saying like, you got to understand, like, even like, let's say local rapper,
right?
Rapper that's kind of known in in the neighboring, like, let's say states or areas, or like, you know, like either be down south, New York, East Coast side, whatever. Then you gotta look at like international, and then you gotta look at like worldwide.
Right.
Phenom, whatever, right? Drake is a worldwide phenom.
Yeah.
So if Drake mentions a place like some shit where you're like, damn, just for me and a man to eat is $5. And we were talking about this yesterday with me and my peoples and stuff. We were talking about really how times is hard out here.
Right.
People are complaining that grocery bills and stuff. $100 ain't get you nothing. Imagine $500 could probably get you something. But no, you're gonna spend it in one restaurant for like 2 to 3 hours.
I mean, you got it like that. Right?
And what if you don't?
If you don't
have realistic expectations.
Don't expect to eat at those fancy spots. I'm sorry, ladies.
I feel like women of today, especially, do have unexpected, like unrealistic expectations and stuff when it comes to dating. I'll say it to the level where, the funds. Not every guy is a high earning type of man.
Yeah.
But I look at it stuff as to a greater person, money isn't everything. No. And I say that and stuff to even say like, yeah, when you look at some of these people and stuff who have all these dollars,
right?
They still trying to find a way to do like everyday shit. Minus Richard Branson, that dude's just different. Richard Branson lives a world and stuff that like he's just letting you know like, yo, I don't care. But to the men who only make, let's say, I don't even say 100,000. Let's say, I don't know, what's average? Is it 30K, 40K? Is it 30K?
No,
40K?
I would probably push it maybe closer, maybe 35, 40.
35, 40K?
35, 40.
To the man that makes 35, 40K and stuff, I think in modern day times, I don't find that the average person, stuff with a regular Joe Schmo or Jane Doe would probably survive and stuff too long with making that.
Right.
If they combine forces with whatsoever your choice of preference for a partner is,
yeah,
I think you'll be in a better standing to say 70 to 80K in the world you want to combine and live. 70, 80K might do you a carbone, might do you a thing like this partnership. I don't feel like most people and stuff, especially with some of the women with expectations, unrealistic expectations, believe in partnership.
Right.
So I think the partnership dynamic, you're not looking for a partner, you're looking for somebody and stuff to kind of add on to whatever lifestyle you want to live or trying to create a world that you would like to
live. Take over. Why he be nice over there?
I told you this is a slippery slope.
Fuck that.
This Violence of the Week is brought to you by not Travis Joseph. That's not
They're looking for someone to take over, Marvin. They're not looking for anybody to add on. They want to sit down and eat bonbons, bro.
Bonbons.
Bonbons. You did the type of restaurants they want to go. Come on, they're looking for life support.
They're looking for life. Okay, there was this young lady I saw. Her video actually kind of. I felt it, but I wasn't fully on a bandwagon. So it was a young black woman.
Right.
She went into her car, and I guess she went out this night or whatever, right? She's decent looking.
Okay.
The haircut I wasn't feeling. I'm like,
Yeah.
if you see me, you come for me. I just don't really like
Right.
chicks that like
Would she try to bob it? She tried to bob it?
Nah. She got like the sides and stuff like fully faded down and got like the little poofy. I don't know, it's like a full hawk type of thing.
Okay, so she futurized the Grace Jones.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah.
So the hair wasn't my cup of tea.
Okay.
She had a different hairstyle, whatever. I'd be like, I can work with it.
Yeah.
And so she's like, she went out and she said, you know what? Dating is rough out here. So she said, fuck it. She's gonna start shooting her shots because waiting for something to come to you, I'm like, that's a proper spirit to have.
Right, yeah, right.
You want a car, you save your money up for a car. You want a place to live, you save up your money and get the place to live. Everything you want in the world, you should go and get it.
Go for it.
And that's including a partner and stuff as well.
For it.
Right? She saw a guy, I guess he was good looking, gorgeous and everything. She shot her shot.
Mm-hmm.
The guy, he kept it a buck with her, whatever. But I feel like part of me is saying like, maybe she's not really up to his standards.
Right.
But he let her down in such a gentleman and nice way.
It was easy,
so he's like,
an easy letdown.
He's like, he said she's in tears now. She's explaining her story. She's in her car. Like she just ran in from shoot. Yeah, because she lost it.
She lost the game?
Yeah, she lost it. You're not because you're such a man, okay? You're so much. Oh my God, you're mansplaining.
No.
You are mansplaining right now. That's why you're laughing.
A lot of us men cry when we lose the game. I get it.
No, fuck you don't, because I don't.
I get it. It's heartbreaking sometimes. You missed that shot that could have won it, and it didn't go in.
The one that got away. Yo.
All right, continue.
So, villain. I don't mind it, by the way. But she's giving her story.
Right.
Obviously, I told you the new studio and stuff is the car steering wheel. Right?
Yeah.
So she's in the car and stuff, and like, she was in there. She's like, he let her down in a nice way, say he's spoken for and all the above and everything. And she's just like, she didn't know what to do. She ran out of options. She's like, she's sick of dating apps because she's like, they only want you for a sexual type of thing.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I don't think you women listen to men. Like, I just think in general, because my takeaway, I'm like, and I'm not shitting on her, but I'm looking like, men, Lauryn Hill warned you guys recently, some guys only about that thing, right? There's going to be some guys like that, but then there's going to be other guys that might not be.
No.
Now, it's up to you to take the chances up and say that, do your research, like you said earlier, do your studying, let it know, like, it's not just the one Supreme hoodie he has, the one Amiri
Right.
Does he have money?
Yeah. Do your due diligence.
Do your due diligence, and then to be like, all right, you know what? Now you might give him some pussy.
Right.
And now if you give him some pussy and stuff, after you did due diligence and stuff like that, you're like, this motherfucker's crafty. But was All Fair in Love and War?
Mm-hmm.
So when we're thinking about this aspect of stuff, he's going to employ some shit to kind of win one over you. But then there's going to be other guys and stuff that might just want to win you over, period. But you're not looking at them.
And they might be in the 35K range. We're just saying. They might be in that 35K range.
I feel like even a guy who's might making like 35K, shit you not. Let's say, I'll even do it better. We'll say 50K.
Okay.
People like Taraji, and Taraji said like, she's done with love and everything like that. Mary J. Blige and those type of women.
Yeah.
Date a dude who make 50K. Date a dude who make 50K. Get you a prenup and get all that shit. Let him be known. Don't come for your money.
Right.
Come for you as a person.
Right.
When you over and all the above. Because if you love your wife, do you have any care about what you spend for your wife?
Nah.
So that's what I'm saying. Do what you do as this like power celebrity person, and be like, yo, I can do this for you or buy this outfit because I love you. I want to see you do well and all the above. Still set up your prenups and all so they don't fuck with your funds.
Yeah.
And just date a person like for that aspect. It's not the money.
It's not, but I just don't get they make the association that because that person
Beyonce and them.
Because is that what it is? Because a person is not.
Bills.
worth as much as like your worth as far as income is concerned, that person is not is not
Bullshit.
worthy, period.
Yeah,
Like
but
it's like that person is not worthy, period.
it's
You
on that
can't
side.
date down in stature because
It's on that side. But because remember, you had lawyers or whatever dating waitresses from or cocktail waitresses from whatever the fuck, and you know the income wasn't nowhere near to like the 100K to 200K mark or
Right, yeah.
something like that, whatever. It happened all the time and stuff the other way. But they won't allow it and stuff because they look at the stuff like you're not worthy. So I think part of that dynamic that I see
Yeah,
is that we told our little girls and stuff when they were young,
right.
like, I guess only for the best.
Yeah.
Like, don't settle for nothing less. Instead of a character kind of thing, it's about like, what can this person provide? Because kind of like, if the girl's like, I love him, he's a goat herder and stuff, whatever. Shut up. You marry a doctor. Am I lying?
No, you're not. No. And it just leads to that it leads to the ugly dynamic though, right? Because women are staying in some relationships that don't have no love. Some women are taking beating over some shit that don't come with no love. But
Yeah.
it comes with money.
I mean, okay, we were talking about the football player dude. What is it? Where is it? Ray Rice? Who beat his girl in the elevator and everything?
Yeah.
When he beat her in the elevator, at the time, she was a fiance. When everything came out, she was a wife.
Right.
So she took the ass whooping like a champ to make sure she got to this promised land in the wife status.
Mm.
And then after the whole thing and stuff, whatever, after like they said that, you know, we can't stand for this in the NFL and all the above, and they gave him the boot, she bounced.
Yeah. Yeah. She was out.
She bounced. So I look at this stuff as where, okay, let's look at Mary J. And I'm not even like honing in on Mary J because I'm a Mary J fan and stuff, whatever too. But I'm like, okay, you're this icon. And what is his name? Kendu?
Thanks.
Yeah.
That was his
And
name.
then Kendu's producer type of dude and all the above. Yes. Situate your shit. You know,
Right.
don't let nobody fuck with your funds
Right.
and all the above. And if you like this person and all the above, like Britney bought K-Fed like Bentleys and shit.
Yeah.
Of course, Mary J. Blige could buy can do Bentleys or some shit. I want my man to look good.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, yeah,
we're a reflection of each other.
Right.
So I get that. But again, it's a level of partnership.
Yeah.
And today's like dating scene, it doesn't seem like partnership because I'm looking like, okay, if you want to start building on a partnership type of thing, why are we just starting off where we're spending money instead of making money together?
Right. Right. Dynamic is backwards, man. Dynamic is backwards.
Yo,
and then,
this is-
like just like you're saying, like the women with that type of stature, dating down is a problem to them. And I don't think
but we tell our little girls,
Yeah.
and they're one of that generation and stuff as well, saying like, yo, don't settle for less. Don't brokey stay home. Don't date a person and stuff if he ain't got none of
But I
this
mean,
and
if
everything.
Taraji, she find herself with like you're saying, a nice, decent 50K man, and I'm sure if I'm a 50K dude, and I get lucky enough to be able to be in the position to marry a Taraji, I sign a prenup.
Yo, I think
Give it to me. I sign away.
yo, this you know, so funny and stuff, whatever too. I always look at it stuff as where us as people, like in the cultures and societies, and this is just my freestyle thought of it, whatever, is that we're so similar, but I feel like we just have to translate things and stuff from like other teachings of other cultures
Right.
and bring it back to our culture so our culture can indigest it.
Mm.
Like I look at it stuff as well. I saw a J-Lo movie and stuff where Owen Wilson, I believe. Can't remember what it's called, but she's like this big ass superstar. He's like this math teacher.
Right.
And they're like, it never worked. It worked. And they made that shit and stuff, whatever. Make a black movie like that. No, like switch the pop stars and stuff to like, I don't know, like somebody like, you know, big in the black world.
Yeah.
With like a dude and stuff, whatever. They'd be like, fuck that. He can't support me. I need Chanel back. I need a Birkin. It has to translate in a way for them to kind of understand it. Right? I feel like an evolved, God-fearing person, whatever religion he practices,
Right.
would understand that, like, yo, the fun and games or the bullshit and stuff is done.
Yeah.
I look at it stuff as I'm at a point right now that if I'm dating a woman and stuff, I gotta understand her story. But like, yo, who hurt you? Because I don't want to hurt you like that.
Right.
I want to understand the stuff how you've been hurt. So then therefore I don't do anything similar or give you like red flags and stuff. You're like, I felt this way before.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it takes an evolved person to kind of understand that, whatever, right? Now, if you're looking for a person and they haven't really got to that level, don't fuck with them. Simple.
I don't know if people are spending that time to get that deep though, to see those common
Then
truths that you speak about.
There lies the problem.
That speak those common truths that you speak about.
There lies the problem. All right. We've been cooking and we ain't even go nowhere yet. We'll make this one quick. Would you date your fourth cousin? And 87% said no. Talked about it.
If I didn't know it was my fourth cousin.
Yeah, you didn't know it was your fourth cousin.
Nah, yeah.
I said the same thing. So the joke was, now I looked at it where one day the scariest thing in the world, fucking with Jamaican people,
right,
is that people aren't married like that.
No.
So then the last name changes so often. So now I see one dude one day and he's like, he looked at me, he's like, yo, you got a sister named Keisha? So I was like, now my older sister, they call her Keisha. So I was like, why you ask? He's like, you let this girl I know that lives and stuff in Scarborough. I was like, no, my sister lives in Florida. Fuck you mean? What are you talking about? Whatever, right? So I'm like, huh? And then the man's like, yeah. The man shows like some photo and stuff, whatever. And I looked at the chick and I was like, I see some resemblance.
You can see why he would stop you.
Right. I see some resemblance. So I looked at stuff, I was like, do you know her father?
These are questions that you gotta ask.
Some people don't even ask these questions. And then you and I, we cracked that joke that time about no, I think it was an Ask the Sons question. Somebody said if you married you were with your partner, you guys were married for 10 years, and then after 10 years, you guys have 2 kids and find out that you guys are cousins. Do you guys divorce?
It was something along that line.
Something along that line. Do you divorce?
Yeah.
I was like, yo, look here, man. 3 can keep a secret, 2 are dead. So what are you trying to do? The asshole that I am, I might crack some cousin jokes though. I'm not gonna lie.
Listen, there's a lot of fourth generation cousins out here dating each other that just don't know.
They just don't know.
I mean, how far is the 6 degrees of separation if you're a fourth generation cousin? This got to be up there. So you wouldn't really know until because I can't even tell you like I can't even tell you a lot of my second generation cousins.
Right. How much is their kids?
When you think about it, right. When you start moving in different directions.
Like right.
Yeah.
Because it could be it was so funny where I think I knew a guy and he was Jamaican. Well, he is Jamaican and stuff as well.
Yeah.
And we're having this conversation and stuff. I think he was telling me, where he's Jamaican descent, where he was telling me how he went to go talk to a chick. And then he was mentioning some stuff, whatever, that he found out and stuff that like the chick he was talking to was actually like a sister. Whatever, right?
Yeah.
Because his father and stuff was quote unquote, I guess, coxman back in the day. So he had a whole bunch of kids and stuff, whatever, like kind of scattered. Like in
the district. Some will have them in the district, bro.
That's what he was saying.
Some of them have them in the district.
So he's saying that like the father was wild and rampant and stuff, whatever, in Jamaica.
Right.
Then come to Canada, father still not calming down.
Yeah.
Whatever, right? So it's kind of like he's already rampant and stuff on this side. So let's say his father, his mother is over here. His father's like slaying some other women and stuff on this side. Then their family come up to Canada. Then this family then came up to Canada and stuff like that. And now he's actually reeling that like, oh shit, I almost fucked my sister.
Yeah.
On some Luke and Leia shit.
Listen, man, I know a lot of kids growing up. I'd be running to them and be like, yo, who that? Oh, that's my sister. Oh, damn, that's your sister. That's like, from where? Like,
From where?
from where? I know you have my life. All of a sudden, the sister pop up from out of nowhere.
Yes, meet the family. Everybody meet the
Yeah,
family.
Make sure you just know
Meet the family.
all the extended relatives.
Don't hesitate to go to birthday parties and stuff, whatever, funerals, weddings. Meet the family.
You hear so-and-so look like you ask.
Yeah, most definitely. So yeah, but a lot of people said no. And I understand where they're coming from because the word cousin
right
hits different.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
But then you gotta look at stuff as like, yo, keep it a buck though. Like how many steps down are we talking
But
about?
that's what I'm saying.
First and second, you're out of pocket.
First and second,
you're out of pocket.
That's what I'm saying.
You're definitely out of pocket.
That's what I'm saying. And there's a lot of second that you wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know. But if you knew, you're out of pocket. Third is getting more convoluted. Fourth, come on, baby, let the good times roll.
I don't think there's any deformations at 4.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, do the hills have eyes? I was like, if the hills don't have eyes and stuff, whatever, shouldn't be after the third.
I don't think at level 4 there's deformation.
Level 4, there's no more hills have eyes.
Yeah, there's no more.
We're making beauty queens and beautiful kids again,
we're
right?
Back on track.
We're back on track. Fuck out of here. Yo, thank you for that clarity, cousin.
Yeah.
Yo, shout out to Benzino for Rap Elvis.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was a track that we needed. And the reason why I say that is because the hiss, the Megan's Law, the hiss thing, the Meg Thee Stallion shot, and the Nicki Minaj Bigfoot track, whatever.
I just think the timing of everything, just the whole, even with the I even say throw the Yasim and Drake in there. With the Benzino, with the old, the old school flow and on the new school beat, and I was like, I see where you're trying to bridge right there, and then even the time before that with the Dr. Umar talking. That I think the timing I think the timing couldn't have been any more better.
Cat Williams did say that 2024 shit's gonna be exposed.
Right.
And that's a bold ass statement coming from a powerful mark in society, or say black culture.
Right.
That we can't underplay and forget. I look at it stuff as where Dr. Umar was coming from is valid. Some people do uplift Eminem to a different kind of degree.
Right.
For racial purpose. I look at it stuff like for skill level and stuff, Eminem is skilled, without a doubt. I would never shit on his skills, but I look at it stuff as like if we're gonna be battling people and everything, then like the gloves are off.
Right.
The gloves are off. And what you were saying stuff last week there, long as it stays on record, like on just to the music, that's all that matters.
Right.
This Nicki Minaj thing and this Megan thing, it had, let's say this, Nicki rapped on her track a decent amount of time, but there was a good amount of time on that track. It was just all talking.
Right. Yeah.
And then she had a Twitter finger moments and stuff like that, whatever, right? And I'm like, no, let's keep it to the music.
Yeah.
You are a musician. She is a musician.
Yeah.
Swap it out.
Right.
I think will be dope if Megan and stuff like dropped a full album. Meanwhile, the momentum is striking with Iron's Hot to say like, all right, now you don't know what I'm talking about and stuff in this.
Were you keeping any track or any wind of the Jada Kingdom and the Steph London battle?
Was it battle? They had music battle?
They were going at each other. They were going at each other too. Yeah, on track.
Yeah, on track.
Yeah.
Only on music is what I care about.
Right.
I don't care about tweets. I
was saying with them, they solely kept it on
and I'm for that.
Yeah.
Because now this makes me as consumer want to listen, want to buy. The greatest pump fake in the world to me and stuff whatever was still from Tory Lanez, when Tory Lanez, after the whole Megan shot thing, he came out with that album.
Right.
Didn't talk about shit about the fucking case. And I was like, I'm only here for the gunshots. And I heard nothing. I was like, he pump faked us, but and that's what I'm saying. just drop.
Right.
Just do what you do in your creative. Drop your music while everybody's focusing and stuff to see what the fuck is what.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And you can even still come to some things and stuff. Like I look at it stuff as where Partisan, when he did his piece,
Right.
it kind of can just start like a whole chain of events, right? Because I look at it stuff as Nicki's album already came out,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
So anything now from Nicki and stuff should be like towards Meg or straight singles and just music thing because her project's already dropped.
Right.
And her project is great.
Yeah.
Like, towards like sales and standards wise and everything. And Megan hasn't really done a body of work in a while.
Right.
She's done singles and stuff like the bongos drop with a body of work.
Right.
And drop with a body of work and stuff, whatever. And like I said, pump fake the fuck out of them and get this, let it be stayed to their craft. Fuck a Twitter finger type of thing.
Right.
Right? Benzino, he came back. Well, 2 tracks in 48 hours.
2 tracks in 48 hours.
And I was looking like,
And he said, well, if M didn't reply to the second one, he's done. So he's looking. Benzino came looking for the smoke, okay? He came looking for the smoke.
I look at it as, okay, Benzino, like, and I said it to you and stuff, whatever. I don't think not everybody is made to, this is part of like maybe human understanding.
Right.
Not everybody's made to be friends. Not everybody's made to like feuds and wars and stuff, whatever.
Right.
Like
it's like John 50.
Huh?
Like John 50.
John 50.
We know it's never.
I can never see
gonna,
that.
Yeah, no.
I can never see that and stuff for that. And we just have to know that that's okay.
Right.
That these two individuals just have to stay away from each other. And hopefully if they see each other and stuff, whatever.
They can keep it cordial.
They're cordial, respectful.
Respectful?
I want to go respectful. To know for a fact that in their own individual worlds, they have things that mean a lot to them.
Right.
And to do what they might want to do might infringe on those things.
Got it.
Right? So, and it takes an evolved person to look at certain things like that, whatever. Because I look at it as like, if you're like, man, fuck that. This person deserves to die.
Yeah.
Or this person needs whatever.
Yeah.
It takes an evolved person and stuff to kind of get to that point. Benzino has proven to me, he's like, yo, P.S. Eminem, I still hate you. I don't give a fuck what you did.
Here, and I still hate you.
Yeah. Like, I was looking like, are they resurrecting old beef? But I was like, no, there was never no peace. And I was looking like, Jay and Nas kissed and made up.
Right.
There's a lot of people that kissed and made up and stuff for them. And he's like, no, fuck that white boy.
But there was word that I don't know if, because I've never heard it, but there's a word that M had put out something where he had, I don't know if he had spoken about or mentioned the whole relationship between Benzino and his daughter. So apparently that's, I heard, what started the whole...
Sparked it up again?
Sparked it up again.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure, what's her name again? Haley? Haley is fond of Marshall Mathers.
Mm-hmm.
And I think she graduated from college or some shit last time I seen and stuff like that, whatever, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like him and his daughter, they have
this is funny how
time has passed.
How rap beef can endure the test of time. These kids were beefing when they had like little like toddler children. Right. Now their children's graduating from college. One's a rapper. Right.
So I'm looking like, yo, look how much time has passed.
Yeah.
You still can't make peace? Fuck it. Yo.
Nah, it's not supposed to happen. It's not supposed to happen.
I hate you.
Yes, that's it.
It's like, you ever see I always look at like, you ever see the thing across the road like, hey, what's your name? Ezekiel. Fuck you, Ezekiel. It's like one of those things.
One of those.
It's like the tale of two cities.
Yeah. Forget it.
Yeah, just leave it.
It's like the Hatfields and McCoys. Just some beef that you just have to know is just gonna be beef.
You pick a side.
Right.
You pick a side and stuff for that. And if you don't fuck with it like that, you leave them alone and let them destroy each other.
That's it.
Because I look at it stuff as, again, I don't want nobody to swap it out. I'm tired. I'm tired of that.
Yeah.
I'm tired of that.
But this
except for my drill music.
This was lashing on wax though. I felt on the part of Benzino.
It was a hell of a thing. I think Benzino, he went in, he called out like his He's like, who did you battle against? Who did you really beef with and stuff like that, whatever, right? And I remember he's calling out like a retired Joe Buttons. Like, yeah, which is true. Even Joe Budden laughed at it on his podcast.
Right.
Right? He went wild and laughed at about it and stuff. And he's like, yeah, it was a good diss track and stuff like, but I don't rap. And was he coming out of retirement? He's like, no, it's not worth it. So I'm like, you can't really be picking at these people and stuff like that.
Right.
And then Machine Gun Kelly, you know, yes, he's a Cleveland representative, and I'm gonna claim him for the Cleveland aspect. He started off different compared to the route where he is now musically. Now he still has bars.
He still got bars.
He still have bars. I won't doubt that, whatever. But he
Yeah.
does have like a Vanilla Ice kind of route. So when Benzino said you even lost the battle to Vanilla Ice and everything like that, I was like, Benzino spit a lot of truth and stuff when it kind of came out.
He didn't hold
in
back
this. He did
nothing.
not hold
He
back.
didn't hold back nothing.
I digged it.
Yeah.
I appreciated the track. I don't know why some people and stuff are saying like, yo, the track wasn't slapping and stuff like that. And I'm looking at them like,
nah.
It hit.
Yeah.
It hit. It did its justice, did its
But
job.
again, we're in the era where the bars had the bars just have to be punchliney. They don't have to take sense or make any sort of, like Benzino was dropping stuff where you said, oh, okay, and a lot of references. So if you weren't there around the time to understand some of those references, then you'll probably just think, it's nothing, right? He's not really saying anything. But nah, he was jabbing him, man. He was jabbing him for sure.
He was jabbing him. Rap Elvis. I am very fond of that diss track and stuff, whatever. I want to say it's no hit 'em up. It had like a no Vaseline Ice Cube vibe to it, to me.
Every bar felt like a jab. That's what I said. He was jabbing him.
Yeah,
man. Every bar felt like it wasn't like no knockout blow, but I was like, yo, no, you touched him on this line. Okay, he touched him on this line. But okay, he touched him on this line.
My thing and stuff is that like when you're touching them and they're factual,
they weren't missing. As I said,
so that's what I don't count them as jabs. I count them bitches as blows. Those are the efficient blows? Hits. Because like you 36 in a karate class, you Taibo ho.
Yeah.
Jay-Z never did Taibo.
Right.
I left condoms. Like, what? I came in your Bentley backseat, skied in your Jeep, left condoms on your baby seat.
Yeah.
Me and AI got more in common than just balling and rhyming. More in Carmen. Factual.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck fiction, the factual. So Benzino's come with factual shit. Whatever, like not anecdotal stuff. It has force behind the blows.
Yeah, it's force. Yeah.
So I look at it, I was like, yo, I appreciate it. I loved it. It was a hand clap. And I feel like Eminem being the creative and stuff he is, should have no problem answering to that. I think the only thing that hurt Eminem now is that the whole thing about him with the track with the saying nigger about the ex-girlfriend.
And I was about to say, this is probably what's holding him up right now because it was it's a whole mixtape though. It wasn't just the one track. It was a mixtape that he dropped.
Yeah.
That apparently, you know, it's quiet. It's not as out there as we know it exists, but we have not heard it to its fullest.
And it comes back to my side question. I be telling you, that's why I fucking love long play. I don't like the short play. I like the long play. I said it to you. If you're a real Podical Sons fan, I said, could we forgive the things of the past?
Right.
Currently, y'all said what?
So yeah.
You guys say yes, but yet and still they're gonna crucify him for saying this what he said about a young woman way back when.
Right.
So if you guys are really on this forgiveness route, fuck all that, let him drop these bars. And then like, white boy, we know you could be racist inside there. Everybody could be racist deep down inside.
Everybody could be racist deep down inside.
And much as like, yo, like to a hurt person and stuff, whatever too. Hurt people.
I think he should have got ahead of it. I think he should have got ahead of it better. To explain the situation, you know what I mean? What it is. If it was your black girlfriend who hurt you, let it be known. Listen.
Get ahead of it how?
To say, hey, this is a part of my life that I was
now that
exposed. No. Like when I say get ahead of it,
Like when he
Like,
came up
if
like,
he
"Hi,
knew-
my name is."
Like if he knew it was already out there,
Yeah.
then yo, at some point you gotta understand these demons, they don't stay in the closet too well. They don't. There's always somebody in the secret society club that's just sitting on it, just waiting for you to fuck up.
And this is where I always equate most of these things and stuff pertain to like the 15 minutes of the limelight.
Right.
When your 15 minutes of stuff is up, whatever, bow out gracefully and pass the power.
Yeah.
So when you're passing the power and stuff, whatever, people are willing to help slay some of these demons for you. But when you're not passing the power and stuff, whatever, since you're so powerful, deal with the demons yourself.
Right. Right.
Well, Rap Elvis, we wait for your,
We're waiting.
answer.
We're waiting. We're waiting. We're waiting right now. Benzino's bouncing around town with a belt on around his waist. So I'm waiting. I'm waiting.
So real quick, let me ask you: Well, Diddy is monster now. He's a social pariah, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are we the same way we stopped playing R. Kelly tracks, or you guys stopped playing R. Kelly tracks? Do we stop playing P. Diddy tracks? He was behind some shit. So we
see, and this is the thing now, right?
No one asked this question before. I waited
right?
for all these other platforms to ask this question, and no one asked this question that I've heard. So it's now my time. Then they're gonna say Podical Sons.
See, I was trying to try to weigh the validity of that the question, because was it about 2 years ago? It was the last track that he did.
What?
The track that they released he released on radio. What was it? At Bad? Was it how?
At Bad was last year.
At Bad was last year.
Last year.
Yeah, that's
summer 2023.
I haven't heard it in a
while.
I
think like April, summer, like around that time, 2023.
All right, so
and he came out with an album last year.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and then they really shunning him right now, because I haven't heard anything from Puffy and like playing on radio or playing on any like.
So it is.
In a minute.
So that means it is, because that Bryson Tiller song that gotta keep moving on, like that track is a bad track.
Yeah, it's been a few months, I gotta say.
So we're done with Puff then. We're treating Puff like R. Kelly.
They might have not.
No, I want it to be verbalized so I know where I stand, because I know if I'm in my car playing Thoya Thoya Thong,
yeah,
and everything like that, I know I'm gonna get those guilt stares and stuff, and like, you're just a monster. You don't have a daughter. That's why you just R. Kelly. Somebody I know.
I think you're still gonna get. I think you're still gonna get a little Diddy bounce. I think we're still gonna get I think the taint.
I don't know.
I think the taint is not there. I think the taint is not fully on him yet.
The taint?
Yeah, the taint is not.
I don't like how that sounds.
The taint is not fully on him yet.
How you know he eat some taint?
With disregard of the music. I think if it's playing at a party or something like that, it could go on. It might get some jeers, you know, when with the first part of when the R. Kelly hit, the R. Kelly still could play. It wasn't getting as much jeers as it, you know, now you just can't play period.
No, R. Kelly had ambiguity in his songs and stuff, whatever, right? So it's kind of like we did a lot, but Diddy is like, you know, like say some shit about like, I'll fuck you up. You're looking like, who wrote that though? Because remember, Diddy had writers. He had a lot of ghostwriters.
I mean, the last R. Kelly to really fade out into the darkness was "Step in the Name of Love." I mean, you allowed "Step in the Name of Love" to play. What would be the last P. Diddy song that will fade out into the sunlight?
Every Step You Take, I'll be missing you. He got hits.
Yeah,
he got hits.
Because the Every Step You Make, that's still on the sentimental tape where you'll kind of excuse the fuckeriness, because it might be needed to miss somebody. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think you're right.
But it's so fucked up though, because I feel bad, because I look at it stuff as where we want to put the monsters to bed.
Yeah.
Right? But then I look at stuff as where togetherness means a lot. So it's kind of like everybody has to play their part and everything. But I mean, this monster's too big for me to slay. You're gonna need bigger people to slay this monster. No?
Listen,
What could
Bro,
you as a regular person and stuff for that, besides you not playing their tracks, what else could you do to stop them? You probably don't have the money that they have to catch them up in litigations on like accusations and everything like that,
you would
right?
just have to stop playing the track. The only people I really see that get ruined from these things is well, just R. Kelly and Bill Cosby.
What do you mean?
Like stop them dead in the tracks with their music is not making anything, or their intellectual property is not making anything for them. Even Harvey Weinstein's still eating.
Fucking genius.
He's still eating. Come on.
He's a genius.
So,
Harvey Weinstein still that's goated.
He
right
is the
there.
face.
And people are gonna hate me for. I feel bad myself. I feel it was a toxic thing for me to call him a genius. But
he is the face of the Me Too movement,
boss,
and he's still eating. And think about this. This is the fucked up thing about it, right? He's still eating because a lot of the victims are tied to the careers that he may have started, right? Or he may have helped along the way, right?
Yes.
Think about all this. Forget about the monster who Bill Cosby has been made out to be, right?
Mm-hmm.
Think about all the people who have put in a position to eat that were never the monster, or never even met the monster, or never even dealt the monster, who are now have just been cut dead because you're not playing any of his intellectual property.
Yeah, I felt bad for like when that came to mind. Like you're absolutely right. I thought about Jordan Sparks when Chris Brown had his thing with Riri.
Right.
Because I'm like, that was a big ass track. No air?
Yeah.
And I'm like, that shit was going places and stuff, right? And when that shit took place and stuff, it's kind of like, yo, like, shout out to Jordan Sparks to kind of still find a way to kind of like thrive hard, because you're looking like, you got this new icon coming up in the game. They were calling Chris Brown the next Michael.
Right.
And all this type of stuff. Now you do a track with him and it's like a nice romantic ballad and stuff popping off. And then this shit happened. You're looking like, Chris, what the fuck? You couldn't wait?
Why?
Wait till next year?
Why?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, and everything's like, damn. Like,
didn't even give it the time to be a household song so he could rise above this.
Yeah, you're right. And then they start going to her at interviews and stuff. She's looking like, yo, I just worked with the guy in the studio. Like,
I had no idea.
I had no idea.
idea.
And I looked at it, I was like, yo, I get it. Some people and stuff, they shit is cut short because of set individuals and stuff for them. But that's the reason why I don't like when people have this selfish kind of state of mind. Like, their shit they do only affects you. Bullshit.
Right.
You affect somebody.
Right.
Everybody. Mm-hmm. They don't know until they go back to the 6 degrees of separation.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's very unfortunate. I just look at it as where the Diddy tracks, I still play, like, one of my favorite Diddy tracks to this day is Victory. And I love Victory and stuff forever gone to bed. Hell, Victory is even like my battle song if I was to choose for a battle song. Because I look at it stuff as written by Jadakiss. Diddy's verse is written by Jadakiss. Biggie is on there, R.I.P. Biggie, and Busta Rhymes.
Right.
So right there, you got my top favorite MCs and stuff whatever in that mix. Just from that one track.
One track.
And it's owned by Sean Combs.
He's got a lot of hits, man. He's got
so like, do I start spinning my tracks and stuff, whatever? Because
a lot of
your excuse, you said, well, no, not your reason is that
it's like, how do you play a 90s party without playing any Puffy joint? Or Puffy associated joints.
Do you crucify Total?
Okay, so you can. Okay, what is it? Do you just remove like his catalog or anything that has his voice in it? Because the voice might irk some people.
That's a lot.
That's what I'm saying. There's a lot that just has his voice in it.
Well, you can play certain. I think Total song you can play is "Kissing You." I don't think Diddy's on that track.
You don't think he's...
Yeah, he's on that. Can't you see he's on there?
Take that somewhere.
There's a take that. On the 112 tracks, there's a few take that. Bad Boys. There's a whole bunch of that and stuff on there, whatever. Like, hey, a lot of people's catalogs and stuff is getting scarred up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like this is bigger than what they made it seem.
But I mean, now with the whole new AI shit where you can remove, they might be able to just remove Puffy voice off the record.
They do that. They do that before AI. Look at the rap version of Katy Perry shit, and then they just bleep them out.
Might be able to breathe some life with those songs, but the ones that straight Puffy.
Yo, one real quick, since you're talking about AI, do you think especially even with that past shit, I thought about this when it came to the whole AI world. Do you believe that, let's say, the rumor of many rumors of the past,
right?
You believe that some assholes might resurrect them and give like AI video and AI photos and stuff to it? Like, for example, Marilyn Manson, we all heard that legend that Marilyn Manson removed 2 ribs and stuff, whatever, to suck his own dick.
Right.
Whatever, right? Now, what if they had like some AI type photos of Marilyn Manson healing from the hospital, had some dated marks and stuff on this bitch, or had the video of a doctor doing surgery removing ribs?
Bro, they can definitely forge the past. On some real life shit, they can definitely forge the past. Come on, man. We did at the beginning of the show. We talked about please don't search for those photos.
Or the Taylor Swift photos.
Don't search for those photos. But I guarantee you, 20 years from now, it'll be an urban legend myth how Taylor was at some football game ass out. There's a photo somewhere.
Or the internet's being scrubbed as we speak. So then, therefore, these photos and stuff are just gone until you're like, behold, I have to scroll. It is true.
It'll be like 5 years from now, they'll be calling it the Nelson Mandela effect. They'll be like, no, but there was photos of her. No, there was never no photos of her. Half the population was saying there was. Half the population was saying there weren't. And there'll be dirtbags somewhere ready with the receipts.
We need to get the fuck up out of here. Yo, well said. Well said.
Yeah. So if you're asking me if any missing photos would pop, it's quite possible.
I know, because I look at it as there's so many things and stuff there, right? I thought about like celebrity rumors that I've always heard. I heard that Oprah had a kid somewhere or something like that, whatever, right? Now they use like some AI, get a young Oprah photo, kind of documented her walking the kid off at an airport somewhere crying.
Shit.
Like all of that, whatever.
There was a new Jay-Z son about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Remember that? Jay-Z had his son in the islands?
There was a new Jay-Z son rapping about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I mean, we're at the point now where if it is true, you can just say it's AI and be done with it.
Wow. That's crazy.
It is crazy.
Let's get to the question of the week, man.
Question of the week.
Question of the week says, when was the first time did you not feel good enough?
My first piano recital.
You had a piano recital?
Yeah. Back.
You know how many things I learned about you fucking with you on this podcast?
Back in grade.
You can play piano like that?
Well, no, it's like a beginner recital. You just
play Mary Had a Little Lamb.
It wasn't that beginnerish, but close enough. Close enough. That was like you had to take, because I always wanted to play drums.
I always want to learn how to play piano.
You always want to learn how to play piano?
I told myself before I die,
yeah,
if I have the time and stuff, it's up to me.
Yeah,
I want to learn how to play bridge, the old people card game.
Okay.
And I will learn to watch this one anime called One Piece.
Right.
And then bitch got over 1,000 episodes, and I refuse to give my free hustle while my body is exuberant.
Yeah.
That time.
Yeah.
And learn how to play piano.
Yeah.
Those are my before I die things.
Yeah.
Did not know you knew how to play, or you had a piano recital.
Yeah. So I had a piano recital. And
did you fuck a celebrity before you start? I don't know. I don't know these things about you, so I have to ask these things now.
No, never.
Oh, not yet. Okay.
Not yet.
Okay.
Not ever.
All right.
Unless my wife becomes a celebrity, I'll be good.
Hey, we love you. Okay.
Right. So I was in grade, I believe it was grade 5 at the time.
Okay.
And I went to go play for my recital. And it was more like one of those exam recitals. And I studied. I did my best. I think what made me feel inadequate at the time was that I went alone. And all the other kids in my class had like their parents with them. Like it might have been like their mom or their mother and father and stuff like that. Someone to actually be there and like cheer them on.
And you didn't have any support.
And I didn't really have any support. And I think it really hit home when I got a mark better than, let's say, another kid.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't the other kid complaining, it was the actual parent trying to make it sound like their kid actually played better than me and deserved like a
and if you had that support,
yeah, and I had nobody to be like
to back you.
Nah, my kid did this, that, and so I was like, kind of made me feel.
Shit.
I mean, yeah, but that, yeah, that was one of the time. That was definitely a time.
How are you after that event now? Like, how did you overcome that?
You know what? It didn't take me a while. I don't think I liked it as much. I think that was more to do the reason of the teacher I had. Like they gave
not the piano aspect. I'm talking about like how did you overcome the fact that like you didn't have the support?
Oh,
because like,
no, you know what though? It wasn't that I didn't have the support. Like I knew like my parents had to work, right? And I knew if they didn't have to, they would have been there. So it's not like it just at that moment, it just felt like, hey, I wish I had somebody here to just defend me, like, or maybe I don't even think it might have been, it may have not have been like a defense type of tactic more than trying to make her little daughter or her little child feel better about themselves, right? As a parent will do that, right? So I didn't really take it like that much, but at that time I kind of felt, hey,
if you were my son, I would be there and I'd fight for that.
Yeah. No,
I'll tell them to shut their ass up.
I know you would.
And that's what I'm saying.
And I'm sure if my mom and dad was there too, they would have been doing the same thing. So it's just that we were just that time where I felt a little bit less than myself. Yeah.
Damn, that was deep. I felt that, man. I don't think I had a moment similar to that, whatever, but I don't want to piggyback off that. I think for me, there was a point where I went to a math competition and stuff when I was in grade school. I was younger. And we went to this, it's still there actually, John Carroll. So it wasn't great. Yeah, it was in high school. John Carroll University is like outside the city parameters of Cleveland.
Okay.
We had a math competition there and I knew all my shit.
Right.
I'm not, science is my favorite thing, but like math, like I fucks with math and stuff heavy too.
Right.
And I knew all my shit. And I think maybe because we were the only black school there at the time and stuff, I felt like something in me saying like, yo, we're not good enough.
Right.
Because I looked at stuff, I was like, you got like your Johns, your Beckys, your Taylors, or your the Caucasian kids there. And then you had like another one. And like with them, they had 2 or 3 Asians on their teams and stuff to kind of match.
Right.
So it's kind of like, we ain't got no Asians. Oh man, how are we gonna do this? Whatever, right?
Yeah.
So I was looking at something like, man, we ain't winning shit. And I even didn't feel like even trying. So like there was like one where like it was like a team battle, right?
Right.
So it's kind of like one of my boys and stuff, he like, we still super cool to this day. He was in the mix and stuff, whatever too. It's kind of like he sat back in the like, so it was like 5 of us.
Right.
So it's kind of like if one person has to solve this part, the next person has to solve the next part, next person has to solve, and so forth, whatever, right? And before it came to like my part and everything, I'm just sitting there looking around at everybody and like they just like flowing and going. And I looked forward, and those motherfuckers out there like they could be struggling. I was like, they don't give a fuck about the black schools out here, about like how like our education ain't like to the speed of like them out here and everything. And like, yo, I just felt like, yeah, it wasn't good enough.
Yeah.
So I'm like, why are we trying?
Yeah.
Why even do it? How I end up, for myself, how I end up overcoming that was to a point of stuff where my school, and this is just my theory, but I just look at it as like the people who chose us were scholars, were obviously math teachers.
Yeah.
And they looked at us as like, yo, out of the bunch, we feel like you're our brightest.
Right.
So from what we can provide for you as educators at this school with this books and the resources that we have,
Yeah.
this is the goodest we get, and we got you guys.
We are looking at you guys as a representation of the best of what we can do.
Correct.
Right.
But exactly.
Right.
Just like that. And that's how I end up overcoming it, whatever. Because I looked at it stuff as like, if we had the same resources, the same funding, the same like probably neighborhoods or upbringings and everything like that, whatever, we might be flying and going through all that type of shit too.
Of course.
Shout out to Mr. Bennett. His first name was Clarence, so it's Clarence Bennett. That was his because we learned our teachers like first names, and they weren't too fond of us calling them their first names. His name was Clarence Bennett at South High School, and Miss Radovic. I believe like she was either Ukrainian or Yugoslavian.
Right.
But yeah, she was definitely like from that region. And yeah, man, they chose the best of the best. And Mr. Bennett taught geometry and she taught trigonometry. And it was just like, yo, this is what we got.
Right.
And we know you guys are top students and everything. So I looked at it and was like, if I had the same resources as other people, I had the same setup, y'all niggas couldn't see me.
Yeah.
Straight like that.
Yeah.
And I feel like that to this day. Even like other podcasts and stuff, whatever. Convince me another podcast is better than this podcast.
Yeah.
They have more funding. They probably have more eyes and everything like that. I guarantee you, if the playing field was equal, y'all can kiss my ass.
And you know what it is? It probably could have been closer to equal than you may have thought of at the
Of
at
course.
the time.
Of course.
At the time, but just seeing, just like what you're saying, other competitions, the other makeup of the profiles, they might their uniform might be shinier than yours and so forth like that.
Mm.
You know what?
Yo, keep it a buck. They had jackets.
They had jackets.
We didn't even have Letterman jackets in this
they had
bitch.
jackets.
We're looking at just regular clothes.
You know what movie put that into perspective for me? Seeing stuff like that. Hoosiers.
Yeah.
The time when they went to go play in the big tournaments, and he took them to the gym and he like took out the measuring tape and he said, "All right, measure like the baseline, measure the hoop." It's like, this shit is no different from the shit we got at home, right? It's the exact same thing. Don't be frightened about the bright lights, the crowd in the stadium, this, that, and that. The game is still the same. It's still played the same between these lines. It's still the same rules, right? And it's just those things that we tend to forget. Well, at some point,
of course. But I look at it stuff as where at the time we might not have had the understanding.
That as well,
right? So I look at it stuff as the understanding piece is like the key element of stuff for me, because I looked at it stuff as where now me leaving high school to now come to school and stuff here, right? Because my post-secondary school and stuff is here in Canada, so I'm looking like one. Like in Ohio at the time, we had the proficiency tests and stuff like that. And a lot of people couldn't even pass the proficiency tests.
Right.
For the state tests and everything like that. And I look at stuff as like, I'm in a new landscape, a new country and stuff, to even like their education standards might be whatever. So if I'm honor roll status, that might be C level here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So and I just have to understand the stuff, whatever. It's like, yo, no matter what, I'm just going to continue doing my best and understand the stuff, whatever that, and then I took a step back to think about that math competition thing, and I'm like, I can't shit on my teachers that brought us there, stuff, whatever, because they thought we were their best, and the best that they did with the best that they had, right? So I'm looking like, and it came back in perspective and stuff. Is like, you just got to do your best.
That's it.
You just have to do your best.
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah. I think once you can realize that you're not in that situation, like perhaps chance, you didn't just happen to be here. No, you did something right to get here, and you were given at least the tools that was good enough to get you there. Yeah, so you're there for a reason. You're there for a purpose. But you're right. It's just
you're doing your best, and like I said, if the playing field was all level, y'all get smoked. And I say it with 10 toes down.
Exactly.
Yeah, look here.
Exactly.
Look here. Put like this.
This is funny because I said to him, when
it came to what, podcast?
No. But back to the situation with the recital.
Yeah.
You know, when the lady was saying what she was saying, in my mind I was like,
if you had
in my mind I was saying, no. The judge marked it right. I did my thing. You know what I mean? It wasn't perfect, but I know I did enough to get the mark that I deserved. So whatever you want to think or whatever you want to say, well, that's what you think, what you want to say.
Did you feel like back then you did your best, or you just did it passing?
I think I did. I think I did my best with the piece because
that's all that matters.
Because I really practiced.
That's
all
I really
that practiced
matters.
That piece. Yeah,
that's all.
Yeah.
That
and I was
matters.
glad with the mark what I got.
That's
I
all
passed,
that matters.
So
you did your best without your parents being there.
Right.
That's all that matters. Is that, and then you would have probably been at a better peak if your parents were there and stuff, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Playing fields wasn't equal.
Right.
That's how life is. Life isn't always fair. But you just know for a fact that, like, yo, you just continue doing the best what you do, what you got. That's it. I look at it as like, again, look at us recording the podcast and stuff, whatever. Give me 10 podcasts that can smash our podcast, and I'll wait.
Right.
We're doing the best we can do with our resources, the best in our position, our best in all the above. And if it was equal to some of these bigger ones, these shits would they'd be ants. They'd be ants. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
So I look at it stuff as like, yo, you just got to make sure you do your best. Continue giving the best episode, continue doing the best, whatever you may be doing, whosoever's listening.
Right. Right.
Straight like that.
I think Usher should do his best and end with
there goes
my baby.
Absolutely. I told you, like,
and get himself a Swift hit.
And he just wear all white.
All white?
Just wear all white. That's it. Just wear all white. Black man wearing white.
Yo, how ignorant would it be if he put on dude's jersey?
Nah, that's too much.
That's too much.
That's too much.
No,
then you know,
we're asking for a feud at that.
It's vindictive right there.
We're asking for a feud.
Yeah. Just make it seem like it's innocent.
It could be the new, the new battle. This could be the next, years going. Usher versus
Kelsey, Travis Kelsey,
Usher
or Taylor Kelsey.
Taylor Kelsey.
We'll see. Let's get to the Ask the Sons, man. First Ask the Sons question comes from baby_noir. What's better than sex? What you got?
A winning lotto ticket.
A winning lotto ticket. I can see that. Yeah. I can see that.
Yeah.
I don't think you might need sex and stuff, whatever, until you got the money in your account.
Right.
I think when the money's coming, you'll be coming eventually. Right? Financial freedom. Financial freedom for me. I think financial freedom when you have no worries of to swipe or to spend and do all the above, because everything, the T's and are crossed and dotted, the I's are dotted.
Yeah.
Financial freedom.
Whenever I hear that the phrase financial freedom, the image of the most interesting man in the world pops in my head.
What happened to him?
I don't know.
I hope he's okay.
I hope he's okay.
Every now and then you hear
he instantly pops in my head. It looks like he's just doing everything because he just does have he can.
Because he has financial freedom.
The financial freedom to just do whatever you want.
Boss, the line that said he's so magnetic he cannot carry credit cards. Yo, the most interesting man. Second question comes from Second Snack. What style of music do you despise? Style, not genre.
Style. I'm gonna have to say polka. Does that even still exist?
I don't know. Polka. Why polka? With the I like that chicken dance is always funny to me. I feel like it's the Caucasian electric slide. Is it not?
Caucasians gonna fight you for that.
Yo, they got another one.
They don't.
Macarena is the Latin electric slide.
I was gonna say, don't they got some country line dance that they do?
Yeah, but I think do
you think the polka dance carry more weight than that?
I feel like okay, line dancing,
right?
It's kind of on the levels of let's say,
that's their electric slide.
No, it's like Jamaican dance hall shit. So sing on the plane, sing on the plane. It's like everybody is like, this is our jam. We're gonna dance the same way.
Right.
The black folks or to say the soul people and stuff, whatever, or the older folks are now line dancing.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like the country people kind of doing it, but like Jamaica's been doing it since the age like 88.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like before you guys are rooting and tooting and cowboy shooting, motherfuckers out here like the whole party's doing a butterfly. The whole party's doing a bogle.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I look at it stuff as like that.
Right.
But it's kind of like a culture. Like not all black people are doing the bogle.
Right.
Whatever, right? But black people are doing electric slide. Go to a Jamaican wedding, electric slide go on. You can sing it. It's electric.
Right.
Go to an American black wedding, you can see it.
Right.
Nigerian, you can see it. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, but the polka got that effect in the white community? They'll go around like that?
What? Nah, come on. They come on. You know it too, man. Don't be a hater.
The chicken dance.
That chicken dance.
White people claim it. Own it. If I come to another white wedding and I don't chicken dance, I'm gonna be mad.
Yo, you're gonna be vexed. Man.
Oh, they'll play a chicken dance at a white wedding.
Yeah, because they got they have like a grandma or older folk there.
Right, yeah.
They look like, where's my chicken dance? They'll cut the Maroon 5 from the younger generation shit, play the chicken dance, and then get right back to the Maroon 5 afterwards.
Sorry, people, I'm still not fucking with polka. That's my style. What's your style?
Keep it a buck. I'm not too big on I want to say okay, so it's weird. Like, all right, I like violence in my
in your rap music.
like, yeah, like I want to say this, not, and that's what I'm saying. This is weird because I grew up with gangster rap,
Right.
Yeah, and all my former gangster rappers at this time of my life should not be talking about the same damn thing.
No, there should be contemporary rapping.
Thank you.
They should be contemporary rapping.
Thank you.
Yeah.
This is why I have a problem with, like, I guess with the Rick Ross, Meek Mills thing and stuff, whatever.
Right.
Because I'm like, Rick Ross has contemporary rap tracks to me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, you ain't need all that. You know what I'm saying? And he can do these things, whatever. When I'm hearing these dudes doing that, nah. The drill shit, because the drill in my mind is saying young boy shit.
Right.
So the drill thing I can take, but I can't take the style of like an older dude
doing
still talking gangster.
Right, yeah,
I'm gonna shoot you, get you pop type of stuff.
Yeah.
That style of rap is not my forte.
Right. Yeah.
I'm over it.
Yeah.
Like I'm over it. Like even if I'm listening to like I'm playing like an old Jadakiss track,
Right.
I know circa at that time, it's possible they could have been still in these streets.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And I know at that time I was in these streets. So I look at this stuff as like, I get it.
Yeah.
But I'm looking like, you're now still talking about, yo, we'll gun bust you and pop you, your oodle noodles. Like, hire a bodyguard. Like, relax yourself.
Right.
Like, yo,
Yeah.
are you a grandparent by now? Is this shit you still on? You didn't grow up yet? Fuck out of here.
Seeing Sheik Lucifer picture with his granddaughter. That's
Right?
yeah. Well,
Jadakiss' son and stuff is rapping the same kid he had doing on the mixtape. Ha ha! Is now an adult rapping.
right.
I was like, oh, how is he? I'm like, I even said he's like 21. They're like, 21? He's almost like 25. I was like, damn. Come on, man.
Quick, man.
Exactly.
Yep.
So that my style and stuff, whatever. Like, I still fuck with you, Polka. Don't listen to Smooth, man. Stop that side over there. He doesn't want to bring unity. He don't want to see Taylor and Usher be great next Sunday, this Sunday, by the time you hear this podcast.
He's gonna wear a jersey. Usher, wear a jersey, man.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what jersey to wear.
Don't do it, man. Don't pick a side.
Wear a jersey.
Just wear the color red. They both have red in their teams.
All right, you be neutral with that.
Last question comes from Puppy Drone 4. If there was one thing you could tell the younger generation not to do, what would it be?
One thing I could tell the younger generation not to do, what would it be?
For me, not to resist arrest or battle with the law at the appointed time. Lawsuit, litigation, the motherfuckers up. Just like that. If they snatch you out the car, Don't even make it hype. Make documentation of all of that shit. Come with the lawsuits. Because when they already, like, when you're shouting out, I'm gonna get a lawyer and sue you and stuff, whatever, they ready.
Yeah.
You got him when it's least expected.
Yeah.
And I always look at stuff as like, the sweetest thing too, and I'll talk about like my job, and I'm not going into detail. There's a young woman who worked in another department, and they ill-treated her for like a duration. She's been there for probably like a year. And the amount of onslaught and hell she went through,
wow,
they kind of kept quiet about it. And so did fucking she. She made documentations for this shit.
Wow.
Today, they said this to me. Another day, she made documentation for this shit, whatever, right?
Right.
The manager at that time we're talking about police things and stuff and other allegations and grievances filed against them.
Right.
And still never got walked out of that hospital. This young lady and stuff, whatever, waited by to her time. She's like, human rights lawsuit. Bye-bye, former manager. New manager sweating and shit. Cause now they gotta pick up the piece because this speaks bounds.
Yeah.
Wait for the lawsuit.
Yeah.
I know it's easier said than done, whatever, but I'm like, trust me, victory, revenge is sweeter and stuff, whatever, in the end.
Yeah.
That. Any cop now, I look at it as any police officer snatch me up and everything like that, or even get kind of wild. Not even. I was like, good evening, officer. Is your body cam on? Oh, okay. I'm gonna slowly reach for my ID. Is that okay with you?
Right.
You hear all this audio. Can I put it on the dash for you to pick it up and stuff, whatever, and everything like that? Or would you want me to hand it to you? Sure. Nothing. I want no static and stuff, whatever.
Right.
And then when they want to come with me kind of reckless and stuff, this motherfucker called me, boom, cricket. What you got, Swoop?
Try to live as much time with nature as he possibly can, and away from your devices. I think the more we get into the future, the more we start getting these things to become wearable, the more the VR headsets and the reality glasses comes into play. I think the less interaction we're gonna have. I mean, we're less interactive with people as it is already.
It's only gonna get worse.
I think it's only gonna get worse, and just the whole people venturing outside and just just taking in the scenery, just being with nature. I think that we're starting to lose that, and I think it's gonna be even more so. So I think before it gets to that point, we should encourage the children of the future to just take in all of that before there's none of it left.
I know. You're right. You're absolutely right. I have no disagreements with that. I fully I agree. I look at shit, even this week, I looked at it and stuff, was like, yo, I haven't gone for a walk, and I don't fuck with winter.
Right.
And everything like that, whatever. But I was like, yo, walking, in touch with like nature and just being in the element and stuff like that, seeing some vegetation.
Yeah.
And like, because I want to say, driving is one thing. You have to concentrate on the road, and then you might glance and everything.
Right.
Look, hear birds chirping, hear all this type of stuff, get in touch with it. Like, yo, it's a different kind of feeling. It's always a boost for my mental health and as well. And I think that's part of the reason why, like, when I tell you about, like, it's hard to play catch up with my DMs.
Right.
Because I'm looking at them like, yeah, I'd rather get to the essence of me and feeling that for my well-being and my mental state and my state of mind and all the above first, than to go, because I might get DM'd something that might deplete from that.
Exactly.
Right? I might get DM'd that, somebody getting beat. I see some videos, somebody getting shot,
right.
something like this.
Better to fill up on it beforehand.
Yeah, like I'm at 100%. Then I'm like, all right, if I'm getting plugged in somewhere, it might knock me down to like a 70 or 80. But then some people and stuff who don't do that, they're already jumping in at like a 30%.
Right.
They get knocked down to damn near nothing.
Right.
I look at this as like, yo, we got a lot of shit going on in this world today. How many wars we got going on now? How many wars we got pending and stuff? And how many wars and stuff that possible might erupt some more?
And you step outside your house and walk around the block and there's no war.
And there's no war.
And there's no war for that.
And that's something to be
little,
grateful for.
Right. That little walk that you just taken.
That's something to be grateful for. It's the dopest feeling.
Yeah.
So I'm like, nah, like, get back to my shit because, yeah, this world's already crazy as is and stuff, whatever. Sometimes you don't need the background noise.
No. Yeah. That's what I would encourage kids to do. Soak it up as much as you possibly can.
We are here. We are here. So say the Suns this week.
Any bowl? Well, we already know. I was going to ask you any bowl predictions, but Usher's gonna dance. Is that your prediction?
Usher's gonna dance.
Yeah, you already got your pick. Who's gonna Usher's gonna dance with it. Here goes my baby.
Oh no, Usher should serenade. I think Usher, if you're hearing this and you hear this beforehand and stuff, I just want to say that you are a supreme human being. It takes a real solidified and certified type of man to allow his woman to go to your show while he's present. Yeah. Because I even feel like I told you my theory, like with the whole thing, like Usher could probably just sing "There Goes My Baby" to a whole room of women and just have the spotlight just flip on different women.
Yeah.
Or even like, I need a bad girl. Spotlight. If you're a bad girl, I'ma get me one of them. Get me one of them. Just Usher owns it. I feel like
you just think about how many performances
you can do great.
He's done where a significant other has ran up on the stage and danced with him.
Yeah, I'm not taking my girl to no Usher show.
and as the significant other, you can be pissed off all you want.
I'm not taking.
She's justifying why she ran up on stage and danced with Usher.
I'm gonna give my woman. She's like, she wants to go to the Usher show. I'm gonna tell her, do you have sisters? Do you have friends that you would like to go to the Usher show with? Let him serenade all four of y'all, and then be like, yo, it'll be my treat and everything like that. Because I think it was. Was it 20? No, he had 21 Savage singing. And I think 21 Savage even looked like he might have went home with Usher that day too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo. And look kind of questionable across the board. So what we're not going to do, Mr. Raymond, is, you be great in your aspect, and I congratulate you and everything.
Do whatever
like
you got to do.
My woman won't
be at the Super Bowl. Do whatever you got to do.
All right. When your woman tell you, Usher's in Toronto and stuff, it was her dying wish to always see Usher with you. We'll see.
Like that skit I sent you about the going on the women's conference.
Yeah, damn right.
She disappeared to the Usher concert in Tulum.
Usher,
baby.
All right. No further questions. So say the Suns this week, man.
All right.
So say the Suns this week says, to dream is ordinary. To fulfill a dream is extraordinary.
So say the Suns.
Talk about it. Tell me how you feel.
Yeah, I feel like I feel like we all dream. We all have dreams, right? And so that's the ordinary part of it. But how many of us really see what our dreams for what they are, work on seeing them through, and then actually accomplishing that?
That's what that extra word is for.
I think that's where the extra really shines and makes it an extraordinary thing. Yeah,
the extra, you have to put in the extra work. Okay, it's a dream. Make it to reality. You have to put the extra time in to make it to reality, right? To make it extraordinary. So say the Suns.
So says the Suns.
We are here. Thank you, folks, for rocking with us. We kept you. We hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, all of the above.
All of that.
Click all the bells, notifications, the marks, follow, subscribe. Keep answering the polls and good to the questions that came in this week. Once again, thank you for listening to the Podical Sons. Remember the difference between genius and stupidity, that genius has its limits. Peace and love.
Peace.
The Podical Sons was not your average Joseph and Sofa King Marvelous.